Yo, episode 17, Temple Tactics. I can't get that 7 out. Serge Severe, that's probably why.
Yes, sir.
All the S's going on. Yo, episode 17, Temple Tactics. We coming at you. Come on. Yo, Temple Tactics, episode 17. We got Serge Severe.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate you tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Yo, so let's just get off and popping. Serge Severe's in the house. Tell us about yourself. Anything you want to say?
Anything?
Yeah, come on.
Shoot. I'm a MC that comes from a long line of musicians. So my family is actually from Nicaragua. A lot of people don't know this, but it's the land of poets. And how I got my game was my father was a very, he still is a very talented Latin percussionist. So he's got to play like all over the world when I was a kid. So I was a part of like hearing music, Latin music, salsa music, Latin jazz since a youth, you know what I'm saying? So just like being around the rhythm of the drums. And then of course the era we come up in is hip hop. So I figured out what my rhythm was through rhyming, right? So I love that because I married the two. It's just like Nicaragua is the land of poets. I got my rhythm from my father. And even going way back in Nicaragua, his grandfather was like leading big bands and stuff. So like my lineage has brought me to here, but my representation of music is hip hop.
Damn, bro, you got right off the bat.
Sir.
You probably skipped through like 3 of my questions already. Which is all good, dude. That's beautiful, though. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's coming from the family, right? Because this next question I'm about to ask you is, someone had you grab the mic. Obviously, it was your parents, but let's talk about hip hop. Lyrically, who was someone that hip hop oriented? Whether it's a record label, whether it's entrepreneurs in hip hop, or whether it's just an MC, who had you grab that hip hop mic?
Man, it's a combination of a lot of people. I remember like being a kid and having like Snoop Dogg tape like dubbed or whatever, or having discovering like Sway and Tech freestyles and realizing, wow, this is like a different level of rhyming, you know? So I just remember hearing like people on those CDs like Planet Asia or people like, man, you know, everyone from Wu-Tang to Nas, you know what I'm saying, to Big Pun to freaking, I don't know. We just grew up on such good stuff. It's hard to like pinpoint one person, but it was just that feeling in that era, you know, that had me like wanting to rap.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, right. Pinpointing those people. Yo, my next question, I'm gonna read from my card to get it right because we're talking lyrics. So you're not a Cali native, right? And you allude to that in your lyrics.
Kind of am.
So. Yeah. Especially on 22s.
Yeah.
Right. You say, hey, when I was young, moved around a lot. 2022 moves. Life's like chess. Stay blessed. Why LA at this particular time? As you say, you're a Portland person.
Yeah. I just feel like LA respects lyricism, and LA knows like if you want to be somebody, you gotta like. I want to be recognized to be like a real spitter in LA. You know what I'm saying? I spent a lot of time in the Northwest, and it's just they don't have like a big market, so there's not a big like economy for music. So coming down here was for personal reasons as well as professional. But yeah, for me, this is where it's at. If you're gonna be on the West Coast, you need to be like rapping your ass off in LA.
Yeah, right. Or you know, in any other way, really working your ass cuffs. There's like 10 rappers, there's 10 podcasters. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
For those who might not know who you are, know your rap style, your rap lingo, what can we expect from you if we were to listen to one of your singles, tap into your YouTube channel?
A lot of bars, a lot of punchlines. I try to pride myself on being versatile, so storytelling to lyricism to flow. Just try to be versatile, and it's typically over, you know, pretty straightforward hip hop sounding beats. But yeah, I'm just an MC, you know. This is on some real hip hop shit. If you know what that is, and you know what that is.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I mean, when I do interviews, I go down rabbit holes, right? And I was like, yo, I've seen you live before I even went to your musical shit. Yeah. And I was like, yo, captivated. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yo, come on, you the MC. You're the one who's doing this. So, going back to the IG, you've really posted and mentioned lyrically about Portland. What is that hip hop historical connection to you in Portland? You obviously saying you're born in Portland, but what about that hip hop history and you in Portland?
I wasn't born there, so I was born in San Francisco. So I was born in the Bay, and I spent a lot of time there as a kid. And then my mom moved me up to Portland. But I would go back and forth all the time, because my father was in the Bay. So I would be in the Bay a lot, and I'd be in Portland back and forth. But Portland was, it's a good place to start. It's a smaller place, but there are really a lot of good like lyricists and artists up there. And I was always just trying to prove myself, to be the best. And eventually, I feel like it just, the ceiling is low, there. So I wanted to come and be myself in a bigger place,
Wow, Portland. That's coming straight from a Portland native. Come on. That's interesting, bro, that you talk about how Portland hip hop is compared to LA hip hop, and we West Coast, right? We all West Coast. So let's talk particularly about a freestyle saw you do, or video reel, whatever, right? We'll get to those, all the stuff you've been producing and putting out. Your Fear freestyle. You talk about your DJ getting killed. If you care to share with us, talk about that. I mean, because you rapped about it.
Yeah. So it was my friend, my brother, my DJ. It's just like, that's a special bond, right? So you meet people through music. That's how I met him organically. We became close. But yeah, in 2025, he was killed, and yeah, that was like my dog. So I rapped about it to honor him. I also put him on my album. I put like audio of him speaking. He was the biggest vinyl head either. He was down with like Funk Freaks down here. His name's Oscar Chaidez. He went by DJ Ozrock. Yeah, went by DJ Ozrock. So he was really plugged in. And honestly, when I moved to LA, he was trying to like connect me, and whatever he could do, he would do. But what I loved about him is he would send me voice notes. And he would send me voice notes on Instagram, just be like, hey, you're the man. Like, ain't nobody fucking with you, dog. Like, you got this shit. Like, you're the best. And so, like, losing him hurt, because it's like that you're losing, like, such a big supporter, and you need that when you're trying to be an artist. So I actually put him on the end of this song where he's talking about, hey, put your shit on vinyl, dog. I'll buy 2 copies. And ironically, I put my shit on vinyl, right? But he wasn't around to get it. But rest in peace to him, so definitely miss him.
Yeah, for sure. And I bring that up because simply the fact that the DJ is the backbone of hip hop.
Absolutely.
Right? And he's important to the MC.
Yeah.
So when I heard you talk about, like, yo, that's some serious real shit, right? Yeah. Yo, in Temple of Hip Hop, Temple Tactics, we interview individuals, and about the halfway point, we do a video break. So if you don't mind, man, want to introduce a video that you would like us to play for you and get down like that?
Yeah.
Anything you would like to say about who produced it, the director, whatever. Come on.
Yeah.
You got some good shit out there.
I'll say, what should we check out? I would say check out Serge Severe again. So when I got to LA, the first song I did was with Willie B. And if you know Willie B is, he did all of Kendrick's first stuff. He did a lot of TDE stuff. Yes, so he did Rigor Mortis on Section 80.
Right?
Yeah. And the song is really dope. You'll recognize the sample. It's a banger. But yeah, we shot it right here, downtown LA. It was a rainy day like today. So I really like that, because you don't really see LA depicted in the rain that much. So yeah. That's one of my favorite videos. And shout out to Mid City Folk. That's my guy who did the video.
All right, you heard it.
He does
straight.
all my videos.
My bad. You heard it straight from Serge Severe. Watch this video. Enjoy. Come on. Serge right here.
I'm on my grind again. No wasting my time again. Just show me a sign. I'm back on my rhymes. I'm back in my prime again. So I gotta write like I never left. I'm holding these mics, it's a double S. Focus on life, gotta get it in. You know when it's on, so once again, I'm on my grind again. No wasting my time again. Just show me a sign, I'm back on my rhymes, I'm back in my prime again. So I gotta write like I never left. I'm holding these mics, it's the double S. Focus on life, gotta get it in. You know when it's on, so once again, I gotta get to these verses. I'm about my chicken like churches. I'm out for green like the earth is. Swear I'm just touching the surface. It's red alert like it's urgent. So call the doctors and nurses. It's getting critical, I want residuals. Get into bags like some purses. Talking stability, never the misery. Just some things I gotta purchase. More than the money, need purpose. Mixed with some land and investments. More titles from D's is the next step. More flights overseas, I feel destined. No fighting the feeling, I'm touching the ceiling. This timing is all with the S. I'm on my grind again. No wasting my time again. Just show me a sign, I'm back on my rhymes, I'm back in my prime again. So I gotta write like I never left. I'm holding these mics, it's a double S. Focus on life, gotta get it in. You know when it's on, so once again, I'm on my grind again. No wasting my time again. Just show me a sign, I'm back on my rhymes, I'm back in my prime again. So I gotta write like I never left. I'm holding these mics, it's the double S. Focus on life, gotta get it in. You know when it's on, so once again, let's take it back to the basics. No ice protect screen just to make it. I started with dreams, I'm so patient. Been dodging a lot of the fakeness, cause that's never real, just a makeshift. Not part of the plot, we not giving spots to get to the top. I'm taking more shots, no waiting, we just gotta take them. True stories, so many relating. Authentic, so never would make up. No, not gonna worry, I chef it like curry. I write with the ghost, no Jamaican. Out in Caribbean, slide like amphibians. Out for the cake, so we bake it. No, never mistaken. Just how I spit it is ageless. I'm on my grind again. No wasting my time again. Just show me a sign, I'm back on my rhymes, I'm back in my prime again. So I gotta write like I never left. I'm holding these mics, it's a double S. Focus on life, gotta get it in. You know when it's on, so once again, I'm on my grind again. No wasting my time again. Just show me a sign, I'm back on my rhymes, I'm back in my prime again. So I gotta write like I never left. I'm holding these mics, it's the double S. Focus on life, gotta get it in. You know when it's on, so once again. So once again. So once again. So once again.
Yo, we back. That video, dude, dope. Appreciate you.
Thank
Introduction to that. Yo, go down this dude's rabbit hole. Check out his music, his releases, his singles, his reels. Why do you think I'm interviewing him? Serge Severe, come on. Yo, currently, there's much good and bad going on in society. Politically, economically, socially. In fact, we saw each other at the Dead Prez show.
That's right.
Right. And there's a statement in Dead Prez: food, clothing, shelter. That's mandatory, right? In society today, that's how we pushing. How do you feel about addressing justice, power, and social issues in your lyrics?
I mean, I feel good about it. I waver in and out of that, of course. None of this is new. This has all been going on for, you know what I'm saying, hundreds of years to people of color. So I definitely have spoken on it. I have some songs aimed at those issues. But what I know is that all that is true, but all that is true is that if you don't address what's going on internally with yourself, then you're going to be lost. So a lot of my music that I put out recently, like with my last album, was like personal stories of just like who I am, where I come from, like where my family's from, losing my mother, things like that. So I tend to go inward and reflect, then like critique society.
That's why I tapped into you, bro. Like you got really down in motion. Like you weren't afraid or embarrassed to share your thoughts lyrically, right?
Right.
Yo, that's dope. Even to your mom's single, Bella's Son.
Bella's Son is
right?
the album. Yeah.
Yo, dope, bro. Next question. So I'm 54. I truly dig books, homie. I got a whole library of hip hop books in the pad. Homies can attest to that. Do you read books yourself?
I do. I was looking at these books and I was like, I heard about this new Tupac one. My friend is actually a very well-known writer, and he wrote a book about the Shakur family. Because if you know about the Shakur family, they are, revolutionary Black Panthers, right? So I'm very tapped in with reading. I used to read way more. However, the last couple of books I read the Nipsey one that's right there. I read the MF Doom one that had come out recently.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I read the Dilla one, Dilla Time. Those are the last couple I read. There, a Ghostface one came out too. I read that.
Oh yeah.
But lately, yeah, I guess I love learning about artists. So like, I know I'm doing an interview, but I'll watch artist interviews, learn about them, and then you read their book. Whatever is their memoir, whatever. One of the wildest ones I read recently was Anthony Kiedis's.
Ooh, Scar Tissue.
Yeah,
dude.
I can't believe he's alive.
Right?
Yeah.
Dope book.
Yeah. So like stuff like that, just stuff you can relate to, memoirs, biographies, things like that. But yeah, those are the last couple books I read. Yeah.
So Serge Severe is a reader. Come on. Yo, and a whole nother part I want to say on that was that reading books expand your vocabulary, right? Lyrical vocabulary. Yo, Serge Severe, come on, peoples. Who are some of your favorite women in hip hop? Not even hip hop. Who are just some of your favorite women in music, if that's the case?
Yeah, dang. There's so many. I really like Cleo Soul right now. Yeah, for R&B. Who else? For hip hop wise, man, there's so many that are really good. I've been really like digging, like finding out the ones in LA, because I think it's just so rare. Like, the Latina MCs that are here, like they don't, for some reason haven't bust through the bubble, but it's like I've been appreciating Snow, Vel, of course. There's a lot, man. Let me think. But as far as, I appreciate like Rhapsody, like who else? Ciroc, Jean Grey when she was like moving around. Yeah. I think it's the only thing I can think of like right now. But yeah, those are some of them.
Any women rappers out of Portland?
Just there. Portland. There is, she goes by Win. I don't know if you've seen her.
Shout her out.
Oh yeah, she goes by Win. She's moving around right now. She started to come up like doing like Team Backpack and stuff like that. Oh. Yeah.
We talked about this. We brought it up earlier. At the end of 2025, you did this crazy post. All your releases, all your singles, all your freestyles. Yo, what's the inspiration behind you to keep pushing hip hop and as a rapper?
Yeah, man, life. I went through a crazy life transition, and I was just like, suddenly I only had to like consider maybe my own time. So when that happened, honestly, I did a lot of the last half of last year, the last 6-7 months. And once I just got the ball rolling, I was just like, I just found this crazy groove. And I was like, I'm going to bring back all these beats, like people maybe, it just gets fun. I think like you hear a beat or hear a song, like, oh, I should freestyle on that. People haven't like really heard that beat in a while. Like, obviously there's a lot of beats that are traditionally people freestyle on, but I try to think of like, all right, what haven't I heard someone on in a long time? You know what I'm saying? So that's it kind of got fun with that, where it's just like, I'm going to find the next one. I was like, so at first I was like, I did a bunch of East Coast, and I was like, I should just bring back a bunch of West Coast beats, and then it just kept going and going. But I dropped a lot of freestyles. I did. Real and I just dropped one today. You know what I'm saying? You can check it out. Yeah, it's a White Silk Static Selecta beat, Action Bronson.
My bad. I'm slipping on that one.
Yeah. I dropped it already, but it's just another take of it. It's another visual, of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were both shot right downtown.
Yeah, Serge Severe, come on, Portland native right here. Yo, when it comes to people truly being involved with hip hop, you're probably at least 20 years deep in this, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So what's something that you've learned being involved here that you would pass on to others that are navigating this hip hop world?
I would just say, realize why you're doing it, because there ain't a lot of money in it, So think about why you're doing it. And if you have that like center, that foundation, then the rest is just like icing on top, cherry on top. It's just like, if you know why you're doing it, then you won't ever feel lost. I think we get lost in like, oh, it's not enough likes, not enough fame, not enough attention, not enough money. But if you truly love it, you'll just keep going because it feels good to you. So I would say like, realize why you're doing it in the first place. Yeah.
Words of wisdom, Serge Severe. A couple more questions and we out. Again, 20 plus years in hip hop culture as a rapper. What does the future hold for Serge Severe?
Shit, man, just continuing to put out dope stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be known as someone that like really was a person of the culture, person pushing lyricism, somebody that just loved the art of the game. You know, like because I paid a lot of dues. You know what I'm saying? Try to write a lot, try to just get better and better. So I would just expect more releases. You know what I'm saying? More shows, more collaborations. I got a big song right now with Big Twins right now called "It's About That Time." So I'm just trying to like keep pushing. Just like I'm enjoying like collaborating with people because it's just fun. You know what I'm saying? I get tired of myself, so I'm just like I want to get someone else on this song. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds funny as a rapper. I'm getting tired of myself.
Yeah, so I'll hold it down, but I would love to just keep collaborating with LA artists, Bay Area artists, whatever. It's Spanish artists, like. Everything, yeah.
Yo,
sure.
you go bilingual?
I've been dabbling, so I've been learning. You know what I'm saying? I've been learning.
You heard it? Come on, people. Serge doing that bilingual shit. Come on. Last question, homie. Everyone that comes through Temple Tactics, I ask this question: what does hip hop mean to you?
Man, that's a good question. It feels like breathing, like it feels like life. That's what hip hop means to me. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is just everything. From the generation I'm from, that how is where I like got my identity. Just like it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen as a kid. I was like, I have to be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? Because we would just see random music videos. Remember how it was, and so it was just like there's no YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You saw what you saw, but when you saw it, you're like, wow, what is this? You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's a life. It's a lifestyle.
Yo, thank you for sharing tonight. What you particularly said about your father was dope, bro. About how you got that influence from him and how you wanted to push after that. Is there anything that you would like to say before we head out? Any last words?
Oh no, I'll just say check me out. Everything is at Serge Severe, SERGE Severe. Instagram is at Serge_Severe. But you'll see all the freestyles, all the reels, everything is connected right there. But just keep a lookout. I'm gonna be doing shows in LA and just pushing music videos for sure.
This dude is really about the LA and doing shows. Come on, from Portland to LA. Go down his rabbit hole. You will be impressed with his music, his freestyles. Come on. Serge Severe from Portland to LA. Thank you for coming. We really appreciate you tonight.
Thanks, man.
Oh, no problem, dude. Episode 17, Temple Tactics. We coming back with Bobby Rodriguez. We at the Vault right now. Thank you for hosting. We about to get into his rabbit hole. Temple Tactics, episode 17, Serge Severe.
Yep.
Yo, we at the second half of Temple Tactics. We at the Vault right now. And who I have next to me is Bobby Rodriguez.
What up?
Yo, he opened the doors for us today to do this interviews with Serge. And he just opened up his doors. So I was like, yo, we got to interview this dude. Because I know he's tapped in, right?
Thank you guys for coming by, Serge.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody else, thank you guys.
Yo, so let's get into it. You and I are just acquaintances. I met you through another homie, right? And I've known you as an artist and a gallery owner. So who is Bobby Rodriguez? Tell us about yourself.
I go by Bobby Z Rodriguez. And I'm a local LA, South Bay, Harbor area designer, artist, and gallery owner now. Curator, and play with a lot of other mediums as well that I don't really talk about. Everything.
South Bay, okay,
No.
That's where we at.
No, I know.
right.
Oh.
Come on, right? Hey, so when it comes to your artistic skills, is this something that you were born with, or is this something you have to work at?
I think I was very much born with it, but it also took a lot of hours to master a lot of shit. Like, it took time, definitely took time. Always an interest. But yeah, I've easily, like, with the spray can, I probably hit my master 10,000 hours, like, at 15. Before that, like, easy 10,000 on enamel and acrylic before I was, like, 12 years old, just from working on model cars and other shit in the area.
Damn, for real, bro?
I was young.
You said model cars.
Dioramas and little shit like that.
Yo.
Yeah.
Wow. So you really were about the art.
X-Acto blades, other shit too. Like, mom's had me painting really young. I've always been kind of blessed to have like someone either pushing me or sponsoring my habits. Yeah.
My habits.
My habits, yeah, bro.
I would call them hobbies, brother, but you call them habits.
Yeah, habits, yeah, definitely.
That's dope. Hey, so what lured you into hip hop culture? Was it the music or was it the art?
I kind of stumbled upon hip hop through graffiti because I was painting really young. And, being 12, 13 years old, especially in like the Long Beach Harbor area, there's not many people who are going to sell me paint. So if I'm not stealing that shit, the majority of it came from ZC and AC at Hip Hop Philosophy Radio when they had a shop in Long Beach on Pine. And I remember mom used to have to drag me out of there. She'd go there and shit like 2 o'clock knowing I'm ditching school on her lunch break and she'd be like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, AC and ZC from FX Crew 777. He put me up on game with hip hop.
Whoa! Shout out those crews.
Yeah, they're definitely putting me up on game really young. But before that, it was all like reggae and punk rock.
For real?
Yeah, I grew up on like a punk rock graffiti type shit. Yeah.
Yeah, because hip hop and punk rock go together.
They really do. Yeah, they coexist.
Yep.
And not just through like sound and meaning, but through like if you look at musical history from what's happening in New York to LA, they coexist. You throw a skateboarder and a spray can in there and it's pure culture. Yeah.
The Vault owner,
Gallery.
Bobby Rodriguez, talking hip hop history, skateboarding. Come on.
Redondo Beach, South Bay, Carson, Hawthorne.
Hey, there are brilliant artists out there from the past to the present. Who are some of your favorite artists? We're talking artists, not graffiti. We're talking artists.
Yeah, honestly, I think a lot of my big influences as far as like art history go back from like Da Vinci. That motherfucker has so much control over the Catholic Church, what they're collecting, and kind of put it in my head really young, like, oh, creative minds can manipulate and survive off of religion and collecting and drawing historical notes on what we think is important, just like this. Hip hop's important. Art's important to this day. So I kind of look at the Renaissance as we're in our own Renaissance today through our cultures. So having an opportunity or the gallery like this is just kind of the stepping stone to like what I've always imagined, empowering not just myself but other people. So it's kind of like my own perspective on my favorite artists from like the Renaissance to what I'm doing now is kind of like an influence in how I would want to work my own culture, my own presence while I'm here.
Yo, dude, you're really an artist. True.
Oh, yeah.
With the way you just answered that one, come on.
It's all like it's all connected, You can't really play one pawn without moving a bishop.
Chess talk.
Yeah, it's kind of how I see what we all do.
Yeah, this is not chess. It's excuse me. This
Checkers.
is not checkers. This is chess.
Yeah.
Come on, Bobby Rodriguez, owner of the Vault. Yo, do you have a favorite color that you work with?
I mean, I have a favorite color. Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense now that I think about it. White. White, the absence of darkness. Just like all the highlights that we throw on our pieces, or the little shines in our paintings, and all the highlights, pure white. Yeah. Like that just as a color and tone, white.
I don't even think I've ever heard anyone talk about white as that color being prominent.
Yeah.
Right? Black could probably be because of punk, right?
No, I think when I think of black, I think like the absence of light. Like, color is just a reflection of lights off of certain surfaces. So when there's no light, it's pitch dark. So like the opposite of black would be white.
Right.
That's full spectrum shit.
Yeah, that color spectrum talk.
Yeah, real art nerdy shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's why I love this conversation. I was all like, man, what kind of questions should I come up with him? But I think with the simple questions that come, maybe he'll go deep with it, right?
Coming out,
Yeah, the color spectrum, what you just talked about, what white and black mean when it comes to art. Yo, come on. Right now we can kind of be considered in troubling times, right? Art is a tool of awareness in protest, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about creating art and addressing injustice, power, and social issues?
I mean, I think that's that's not just now, but always been some of my favorite type of statement, visual piece. You know, it's like the angry kid with the spray can. Whether it was like just a simple red circle crossing something out, or like just kids with picket signs at the protest. And I think I've seen it all where like the protest shit is tight, the stencil shit's tight too. But I think it's the easiest way for the average person to really make a statement affordably. You know, it's cheap.
Yes, sir. And you're probably seeing a lot because the vault is located right in downtown LA, and protests are like probably like a block or two away from you when it comes down to it, right?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the spray can is definitely like a means of the affordable statement piece if you really want to get loud.
Yeah, for sure. And as we rolled up here tonight, our backdrop was this, right? But next to us, you can't see, we wanted to do the Krylon backdrop. And as you said, the paint can has been important when it comes to protests. That's real. It's apparent you're a graffiti artist, right? And hip hop is made up of the elements, right? Is there any other element that you dabbled in besides graffiti art?
I mean, I think just as a general hip hop head, you know, lyricism and punk rock music and dance and movement. You know, I'll fuck around with some tables too if you want to hear like a fucking hour-long reggae set or something. But I very much went over the 5 elements of yo, cut this out. We're closed.
It's all good. We can't. Yeah, we live right here we in downtown at the vault. This is what happens when you're downtown. People be walking up, right?
We got a lot of that shit.
Yeah, for sure. We when we're kicking it off on the side, like 3 or 4 people rolled up.
Yeah, but back to your question. What was that last question?
It's apparent that you're a graffiti artist, right?
Dabbling in the other 5 elements.
Yeah, exactly. Is there any other elements you dabbled in besides graffiti?
Yeah, like I said, I try to play with them all. All 5 elements of hip hop for sure. Whether it's like dance or motion or sound. I played with all of them.
For sure. Yeah, I have no skills, homie. I just do the hip hop history and interviews people. I mean, I could do windmills, you know, but I'm saying, but having the artistic skills that you do, and which is surrounded by us right now, that's dope.
Knowledge and you're teaching, well, that's also one of the elements. You know, you're spreading knowledge.
Thank you, appreciate that. And kind of sometimes I don't think about that.
It's very much part of that.
For sure. Yo, so you're a muralist, right?
Yeah, I do.
You have a camp. Yeah. And a canvas, you can do anything, right? Big or small. What is one of the largest murals you ever done? Because I went down your rabbit hole. You be getting down, bro. You were in Torrance the other day doing some shit, right?
Yeah, doing some punk rock shit at the homie shop. Shout out A Punk Collective. The biggest piece, the Pirate Studio, Pirate Radio locations that I built out and painted. It was like super jumbo block letters, like a whole building on each one of those. Those were pretty big. The Santa Monica Pier when I was really young. Santa Monica Pier.
Yo, you did the Santa Monica Pier?
Carnival doors when I was like 28.
Whoa.
I think I was a bit younger than 28, but yeah, the Carnival doors at the Santa Monica Pier, those are like 17 roll down doors. And that was like one of my first struggle with the elements, waking up early. Yeah, I was like 24 when I did that, 24, 23.
Damn, bro.
Big pieces.
Well, you LA born, right?
Yeah, I'm really born in Harbor City.
Okay. I think I'm just tripping out because we're going down your rabbit hole and you're vouching for the rabbit hole, right? And I'm like, yo, for real? Okay, damn, you at Santa Monica Pier?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned graffiti and like vouching because graffiti is one of those things you kind of can't lie about, you know?
Yes, sir.
You know, people either see your shit or not. They can't really be like, oh, I used to or did that because can't really lie about that.
Yeah.
We all see it. Yeah.
Yo, so as an artist, you paint, you do graffiti, and even graphic arts, I'm sure.
Yeah, a lot of graphic design, photography, a lot of hands-on painting, oil, acrylic, enamel, a lot of tape.
Right. Of all those you're listed, what's your favorite medium to fuck with?
Oh, the spray can.
Whoa.
Sometimes the airbrush with the can. Yeah.
Taking it back. Right.
It's fucking freedom. It's like nostalgic. Yeah, I love the spray can. It's my favorite shit, dog.
Right? I think one of the last again going down your rabbit hole, one of the last IGs I saw you post, you were doing spray can shit.
Yeah, that's what I did, all that punk rock shit.
Yeah, there you go.
And they're tripping out because I mean, I can cut pretty thin with a fat cat, but I didn't have any skinnies on me. And then for that whole piece, I really didn't use black. It was all negative space. So all the thin lines are like just the lack of white fill. Yeah.
Damn.
So it's just all negative black fill and shit.
Damn.
It's just all negative black fill and shit.
Yeah. So I'm following you, but I'm not following you. But obviously, you are an artist, a graffiti artist. When those that are watching are gonna understand what you're talking about when you said that.
So. I hope I'm making sense.
No, for real. The real artists are gonna understand that, and people that are tapped into Temple Tactics, they artists, they graffiti artists and regular artists, right? Oh, speaking of many artists, yo, many artists out there are content with just doing their art, maybe even selling it. But you went a step beyond that. You opened up an art gallery. What was the inspiration behind that? Like, why did you choose to take that?
I used to get really sour about that shit because, you know, I've had my shit not want to be shown. I've had the big galleries not want to be like, all right, or they'll take one or two pieces and then, you know, make their commission. And at the end of the day, like, it's cool to have that type of platform, but you gotta work your way up to that. Not everybody has that. So I wanted, like, after dealing with like every artist and their mom, dog, like, I know there's cats out there that I've sold art for that even if they could, they wouldn't do that shit. And I don't want people that I think are on par that I want to represent to ever have to feel like that. Like, this is an equal opportunity spot where I've had different curators that have advanced from here or got different opportunities from here. And if I can have like a platform like this with my partner Sinister, like, why not? Why not try to fucking help wherever we think is dope, you know? And if we have clients who aren't necessarily into my work or our work, then I'm not gonna let someone looking for a piece on the wall slide, you know? Like, if they really want it, I'll give them a variety of, you know, if I can't do a certain style they want, my homie can't. Or I know someone in the back of my head and just the culture alone here in LA that can. So we're very much open to multi-styles, multi-mediums. I mean, pretty much find a home for anything if we really try it.
Yeah, I've been here a couple of times, at least 3 times, and you've had various variations of people here, right? Yeah, that's
big
dope.
Names, some not so big.
Exactly.
Names, some people coming up, some people already established.
So 2 more questions and we out of here. One of these last questions I always ask everyone that comes through Temple Tactics: what does hip hop mean to you? Yo, this is the longest pause I ever heard. No, there's nothing wrong with me. Yo, come on, this is Temple Tactics. That's dope, bro. I appreciate that.
Honestly,
you thinking?
Hip hop is just very much of my upbringing. Like, I think that shit's influenced me so much in so many different ways. Whether it's seeing how records and the music industry is being played as far as business, to like the shit Immortal Technique spit out when I was goddamn near 12 years old. You know, that shit just hit. A lot of it makes sense. I feel the same lack of empowerment and what the people should reach for. Hip hop's just music. You know, hip hop's real. Real hip hop's real. Yeah, hip hop is just, like I said, part of my upbringing.
Oh, come on. You are listening to right now the owner of The Vault, graffiti artist, graphic artist, Bobby Rodriguez. Come to 205 7th Street in downtown LA after 6 p.m. and you can catch some beautiful art. Come on, we in the heart of LA, and this man's doing it. He's been doing it. Thank you to Serge Severe coming out as well. This is Temple Tactics, episode 17. There's anything you'd like to say before you head out?
Yeah, one last thing. February 28th, 2026. Fuck Bebo, Big Bebo, DB crew. He'll be doing his very first solo exhibition. Don't expect no gallery shit. Don't expect white walls. We're bringing the streets to the gallery. 28th, 6 to 10 p.m. Music, hip-hop, graffiti, drinks, women. If you guys have any walls you guys want to fill up too, DM the gallery. We'll find something for you with any budget, any kind of art you're looking for. graphics, photography, whatever it is. You guys have walls, we have art. Thank you for having us. Thank you.
No, give them that place where they can tap into if they want a place up here on the wall.
Yeah, the Vault Gallery, DTLA, the Vault Gallery, the Vault Art Gallery, DTLA, the Vault Art Gallery, Redondo Beach. You see the art? Hit me up. I got you.
Come on. Temple Tactics, episode 17. Serge Severe, Bobby Rodriguez, owner of the Vault. Thank you. Episode 18 coming next. Temple Tactics. Peace.